Good evening, everybody.
Evening.
Welcome to the preview show. Just Ryan and myself today. Adam is absent. He is busy. Hopefully everything is working. The sound is not too far out of sync. You can see our beautiful faces. Evening to everyone in the comments. Look at this.
Look, I know,
everybody is around. Glenn Taylor, James Wade, Richard Hodge, Adzi, good evening. Hope you've had a good week. Have you had a good week?
Not a bad week, thank you. Yeah, work got shifted forward a little bit, which means I could be here. I was supposed to be working today.
Yeah,
to be away, so
I was very nearly on my own tonight.
Yeah, which is good.
Thankful.
Managed a round of golf. Managed a stable food competition, which was good on Saturday.
You competed?
No, I was there.
You entered a score.
I entered a score,
and you worked towards your handicap. Evening to Chris Manbridge, and good morning to Terry over at Dad Golf. Thank you very much for coming across from the TikTok live that we were just doing. Richard Hodge is away with work. He's on a training week. Matt Savage, Logo Emporium, is in the house. I'm sporting the logo today. Ryan is disappointingly not.
I missed the memo.
You missed the memo. Although you all told me off last week for missing them. Anyway, we'll gloss over.
Moving on.
So if you're new here, Terry, especially this is for you. What we're going to be doing, we're going to round up last week's tournament, and we're going to preview this week's tournament on the PGA Tour. We're focusing on this week, and you're going to get a chance to join in with a fantasy golf. Ryan will go through how you do that shortly. Essentially, you're going to pick 4 players when I put all the betting up to 4 players, and you're going to see how you get on and join in. We have some fun on the old preview show every single week. So let's start, as we always do, with the roundup of the Bermuda Championships last week. Ryan, take it away.
I'm going to tell you who won, and that's all I'm going to manage because I didn't see any of it.
There we go. I'm going to put on the screen who won. Lucas Herbert.
I was struggling to find out which one was the cup, and then could call those. I mean, I know I've got some ears on me, but woohoo!
Like a taxi with the back doors open.
But yeah, Lucas Herbert was the winner.
He was.
Well done him. I have literally got nothing.
The golf course. Nothing. Oh my goodness. I did watch some of it. I watched some of it before the weekend. Didn't get a chance to watch much of it on Sunday night. But golf, like it's just like it's Bermuda. Like it's amazing. It's like Bermuda's like paradise.
Exactly.
So, obviously, as we always do, there's a fantasy golf. So there were some picks. So let's go through the leaderboard, shall we? And Glenn is in the house, so let's start with the bottom of the table.
This is insane. This is the first time we've had 20 entrants, including the 3 of us. So we had 70.
Is that the most entrants ever?
That's the most entrants
that's fantastic.
In a week.
Oh, brilliant.
Which was awesome.
Yeah, so good,
awesome.
Guys. Thank you.
And not nice to see Glenn down there at the bottom, isn't
it?
No.
Was Glenn all in with Willett,
all in
wasn't he?
with Willett, and I did warn him last week that lightning doesn't often strike twice.
Did I pick Willett as well?
Oh,
I think I might have done. No, let's not. Don't have to go and find it. But
no, but I don't think so because your points are you're not in the bottom half, so that's fine.
So regular players: Mark McLaughlin, Julian Rowe, Kieran Headley, current reigning champion, down the bottom there with yourself as well down the bottom.
I'm struggling. I had a good week, and now I really am struggling.
Yes,
but.
The top of the table.
Chris, and Chris
here we go.
For your first week, you managed to pick the winner.
Oh, fantastic. So good. James Wade's had another good week. He must be like
had 2 winners now.
Yeah, I was going to say he must be doing quite well in the point stakes. I feel like, I had a good week.
Had a good week.
Look, I was top of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Adam also had you and Adam relatively clse together. With you had similar-ish picks as well.
Did.
So
yes.
That's probably why you're quite close together. Adam got beat by his dad again, as normal.
Terry's got a great story here.
Yeah.
His fun fact: I cold topped his 3-wood, which I'm guessing is Lucas Herbert's 3-wood, on the driving range at the Australian PGA Champs. How cool is that?
Nice.
He actually let you hit his golf club, and then you proceeded to stop it. Well, it's slightly better than skying it and leaving a sky mark, roofing it and leaving a roof mark in the club. That's never a good idea. But I love that story. Thank you, Terry. That's amazing.
Okay, so how does this week affect
The tables, the league
and,
tables.
Like we say, because James has had 2 wins.
Well, let's just talk about our table first. Always our table first. It's all about us. Come on.
Right, you're closing in.
I am. I'm coming. I'm coming for you.
I had 1 good week so far. I think that's all I've really managed.
I've had 5 weeks of just general
20s,
improvements and positive points, and
Adam's coming up behind us because he went backwards before he went forward.
He did go backwards before he went
first.
Yes. So then the viewers table. So if you just want to pause for a second and see how many points we've got after 5 weeks, and then have a look at the actual people that know what they're talking about.
So
James Wade, 853 points.
You'd be 11th.
I'd take 11th.
You'd be 11th.
I'd take 11th.
And Adam and I would be much
and
further down.
There's now not enough space for it to be on one page.
No, I can probably get 1 more in. I'm going to shift it up again because we've got 17 players now. I could probably get 18 in before, and then I'm going to have 2 pages.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's
Chris
lovely.
Manbridge, first week in,
and he's 8th.
He's halfway up the table already.
That just shows all the whole point to all of this. If I just cut back to us so everyone can see us in beautiful full screen. The whole point to this season is about picking the winners. And you can see the people that have gone out and on a limb and picked the winners. They're the ones that are sitting at the top of the table, and quite rightly so. There should be a correlation for picking the winners. It potentially is a little too far in that way, but yeah, it's great, and it is great to see. So before we get now on to this week's event, we better have a quick word from our sponsors who are going to be over this corner of me here. Cutter Golf. We have one of the wedges on the thing here. If you haven't seen any of our reviews of the Cutter wedge, check them out there on the YouTube channel. It is an awesome club. It's in my bag. I will not use any other lob wedge for the foreseeable, and we've put together a little advert break, so
Stand by.
in true PJ Life 365 technical challenge, I think I've moved its location. So Ryan, talk among tell the people. Tell the people while I go find it
in your thing. So Cutter, if you haven't seen it, check us out. So they went to Rick Shields, very very well known YouTuber. Weren't overly happy with how he reviewed the club, so found Simon on TikTok. If you don't follow Simon on TikTok, get over there, have a look at PJR 365, and really enjoyed what he did and what we're doing at the channel, and thought we'd be a more natural and better way to sort of show off the Cutter's real true abilities.
And that's fair enough. And we did 3 videos on the Cutter. They were really impressed with the videos we made, and wanted to make a link, wanted to make a collaboration. We've got a super exciting series coming in the next few weeks, which we've started to film and edit those, and I'm really excited for it. And I found the advert, so take 2.
And you to know personally, for me, the club does exactly what they say it does.
Oh, wowza.
Plenty of soul to hit against the ground.
Yeah, like that. Is it legal? I could use that.
This club is no joke. Thanks, guys.
15 years ago, I was watching a tournament, and I saw Tom Watson hit a ball right up against a palm tree. Literally right next to a palm tree. And he couldn't stand and hit it normally. So he turned his back to the target and swung backwards. And he hit it within 3 feet. I raised the club eye level to my eye, and it turned out like this. So I have this little model here. What I realized when the club swung through, it had a toe. It had a V shape like this. Why isn't there a club that has a V shape to it? After all my research, couldn't find anything. So that was my literal aha moment. Said, I'm gonna make one.
Just how much face there is.
Yeah. We're talking more perimeter weighting, trying to keep it as square as possible for as long as possible through a multitude of different lines that you're going to hit this club from.
It's so easy to hit. It goes exactly where you point it. No kidding.
So there we go. There's the Cutter wedge. Head over to playcutter.co.uk. PJ Life, if this is the discount code, get yourself one. If you're in the area and you want to try one, let us know. It's a great wedge. You're looking forward to testing it out. We've got some demos coming now for you to test, some right-handed demos. So it'll be interesting to see what you think of it as an amateur golfer.
Yeah, it's like a higher hand here. I think something that would probably suit me a bit more. Obviously, Adam has used it, but being at the level Adam is, his strike is better. But you find it so forgiving. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to having a hit, especially with the higher lofted. Which is something I really,
and especially out of the really long, thick grass. That's where the club performs so well. So anyway, Cutter Golf, go check it out. Let's get back to this week, and we're going to talk about the PGA Tour this week. It's our last week on the PGA Tour before we go across to Dubai for 2 weeks on the European Tour. So it's a chance to pick some PGA Tour players this week before we have a look at the European Tour next week. And it is the Worldwide Technologies Championships, which has got to be a long trophy to get that on.
Catchiest name ever.
Well, no, I think there's definitely going to have to be at some point a game for the most idiotic tournament ever,
name.
And this isn't necessarily it. As we had the Zozo last week, which I always think is quite an easy one. Anyway, it used to be called the Mayakoba Classic. It's in Mayakoba. It's the El Chameleon course. You will have seen it before. It's been quite a regular stop on the PGA Tour. It's got some really funky looking holes. I'm going to put a few bits and pieces on it now so you guys can see the pictures. Right next to the seaside. Look at this, literally
this picture here is
another week of paradise.
Like,
it's just awesome,
world,
isn't it?
That is just stunning.
Amazing. And it's sort of cut into the rocks. It's 7,000 yards. It's not the longest, but it's only par 71. So there's not going to be necessarily such low scoring because of the par 5s. However, the par 3s are the easiest collection of par 3s they play on tour. So the scoring is low. You're not going to like it.
I'm going to be unhappy.
You don't.
I don't like big.
Ryan's not a big fan of low scores. High-low scores. You're not a fan of lots and lots of birdies consistently for 4 days. So 17 to 22 under has been the scoring range in the last few years because the weather's perfect. Because it's a resort course, the green complexes aren't ridiculously difficult. They don't keep the greens stupid short. The rough, whilst it's thick, quite wide.
Yeah.
So it's a second shot golf course. So whoever hits their iron shots close and putts well, I'd imagine having to play that. I know it'd be such a hardship, wouldn't it? Imagine turning up with your empty wheelbarrow. They fill it full of cash, and you get to play there for 2 or 4 days. It's a tough life. It is a tough life. It's a tough life. But as always with these resort courses, there's always the feature, isn't there? And the feature here at the Mayakoba Classic El Chameleon is the cave bunker. It is ridiculous.
I'd be in there for days.
It's not really in play for the pros, so you won't necessarily see them in this bunker. If they've gone in this bunker, it's probably something's gone a bit wrong. It's just short of a green, but they shouldn't really be going anywhere near it.
I wonder what Glenn thinks of this bunker.
Glenn wouldn't want to get stuck at the back edge of this bunker because he would he could potentially just thin it straight into the cave.
Yeah.
That's cave though in there.
Yeah.
That's just open ground underneath that lip there. But it is pretty cool. Yeah. It's an interesting golf course. So what we do now, guys that are new, Terry, hopefully you're still here with us and you haven't had to go off for your breakfast. We're going to go to the fantasy now. Ryan, talk us through the Idiot's Guide. If you're trying to explain it to me, how is the fantasy golf work?
Okay, so you have 100 points to spend on between 1 and 4 golfers.
Excellent.
The golfer list will be on the screen momentarily.
Yes.
You can divide your points up between your selection of golfers however you want.
Yes.
5 points, 20 points, whatever. However, doesn't matter.
Yes.
Those points are then multiplied by the odds of them winning.
So the betting odds, yeah.
Yes. And then we work out where they finish.
Yes.
And then there is a sliding scale of you get all of your points. If they finish first, plus a tidy little bonus.
250 point bonus.
Indeed. And then you get 95% for second and third and fourth and so on. It slides down to 50th. To 50th place.
Yes.
You need to be in the top 50 to score some points.
Yes.
If you make the weekend,
yes,
you're all good. If you miss the weekend,
so if you make the cut but finish outside the top 50, it's just a 0.
No points, but well done.
But that's good.
Yeah, exactly. Well done. If you miss the weekend and you miss the cut, you are getting a minus point.
Yes.
So you get maximum of -3, and it's divided up by how many players you have. So if you have 1 player and he missed the cut, you got -3. If you have 2 players, each player is -1.5.
Yes.
3 players, each player is -1. and 4 players, each player is minus 7.75.
Exactly.
There we are.
That's it.
How that works.
That's how it works. And I think before we go into the betting, let's just go through our picks.
Yeah.
So if you're in the chat and you know what your picks are, as they are starting to go,
coming in,
let's just go for my picks first of all.
Yeah.
Because I've picked in the way I'm going to pick from now on, which is 5 points on 2 players that I think might win the event. Scotty Scheffler, I'm proud because he really came up trumps at the Ryder Cup. No one thought he was going to do any good.
And he played an absolute stormer.
But I am going to apologise for the other one.
You need to do more than apologise.
Because no one likes Patrick Reed. However, he is playing such good golf at the moment. And I think he's going to win.
How's your conscience? Are you all right?
My conscience is fine because generally I pick people that then do terribly. So if he does terribly,
He'll be fine.
I don't care. And if he wins, I'll be happy. I've gone 70 points on someone that I'm banking on making the cut.
Yes.
He's my banker to make the cut and hopefully get me some points. So Garrett, here you go. And I've gone 20 points on a massive outsider, Jonas Blixt. But if he makes the cut, he gets me lots and lots of points.
It has been known.
It has been known, and this is, I think, going to be my theory going forwards. It worked last week, and I'm going to continue on with it this week. Ryan, let's talk through your picks, and then we'll put some betting up. Then we'll go through people that have put their picks in.
Fabulous. Right. So I, again, similar thing.
Similar strategy.
But slightly different points. I've gone for my man, Justin Thomas.
Yes.
He is outright favourite. So
he is outright favourite.
I'm just banking on the fact that he's going to win, because if he comes anywhere else, I'm not getting many points for him. So Tony Finau, been playing some nice stuff.
Yeah,
solid
definitely.
golfer. Fancy sort of, you should be a top 10er.
Hopefully
so. But again, not a great deal of points to be had. So then Mr. Poulter as a regular pick for me.
You do like Poulter.
American pick for me, because he's never going to shine like it, but he regularly makes the cut.
Yes.
And he's regularly a fairly sort of decent amount of points for
definitely.
cut making. And obviously the King.
King Kang,
regular cut maker.
who is now he's come again
500s to 1, and the bookies have worked this out that he actually gets into.
He could win something. He could win something.
So yes, he's sort of over the last year his odds has halved.
Oh, massively. Oh yeah, massively. And he's playing good, and he's going to win at some point, and we want to be there. We want to be there when
I don't pick him.
Of course it will. Yeah. So Adam's picks quickly. He's gone 25 on Abraham Anser, 25 Billy Horschel, 25 Lucas Herbert to go back to back. And 25 on Francesco Molinari at 200 to 1. So he's going for the spread betting, which is the way he likes to do it, which is fine. So I'm going to put the betting up on the screen now, and we're going to talk through everybody that's put their picks in. There's 4 pages of betting, so you'll get about 15 to 20 seconds on each one if you want to make some notes, whatever. If you're new, if you're not, just have a guess. So here we go.
Fun fact on Molinari, by the way.
Okay.
His brother is playing in the European Tour. Eduardo.
Yes.
He is 90 to 1.
Yes.
To win that, and
and his brother is
200 to 1 to win a PGA Tour. So would you say they were similar sort of odds? Like, because the PGA Tour event is probably harder to win. You'd say
possibly. Yeah, possibly. So here we go. So we've got Adzi is going Lowry, Neiman and Scheffler, 5 points each.
Lowry, Neiman and Scheffler.
And then he's going 85 points on Migliozzi. And this is the new #AllInClub strategy due to the win bonus. So he's all in, but he's having three picks on some people that he thinks might win.
I see. Interesting. So
Viva Ronaldo. So I'm guessing Ronaldo scored for Manchester United. Okay, so Domi Rowe is next in the fray with Finau, Thomas, Anser, and Patrick Reed again. 25 points on each of those. Let's bring up page 3 so you can have a little look at that. Are you there?
I'm there.
Okay, Glenn Taylor is in with his picks.
Right.
5 points on Scheffler. 5 points on Neiman. And 90 points on Patton Kazire.
Oh, that's a regular for...
Yeah, we like a bit of Patton. I like a bit of Patton. He's normally well outside the old odds. And there's a lot of love for Patrick Reed this week. Okay, so Richard Hodge is in as well. Matt Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
He's gone Abraham. It's 20 points, sorry.
Yeah.
Abraham Answer,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Victor Hovland, 15.
Yeah.
And Hoagie, 50. Marcus Lee is also in, and his picks are Brooks Koepka, 10. Scott Stallings, 40. Keith Mitchell. Keith Mitchell, 40. And Harold Varner with 3 1s next to his name.
Varner the
Varner the triad.
Yeah, that'll be a 10.
And he's going for 10. Okay, and then we've got Chris Manbridge. After his great week last week.
Well done, Chris.
Patrick Reed,
Oh.
Shane Lowry, Finau and Hatton, 25 points. Spread those bets. Good work.
Spread betting for last week's
Excellent.
second place,
Excellent.
man.
Yes. So James Wade, top of the leaderboard. Expect the winner to come from these next 4 names that I read out. Tom Hoagie, 20 points. Aaron is very wise, 20 points. Billy Horseshoe, 30 points. And Tony Finau, 30 points. So I know where you're hoping the winner comes from.
Absolutely.
And the Logo Emporium, Matthew Savage is going Hovland 5.
Yeah.
Horschel 10. Patrick Rogers. 50 points. And Shane Lowry 35 points. Excellent. Excellent, everyone. So far with your picks.
Well done.
Loving this. Loving
racing
this.
through.
So we had a couple of picks come in before the show started. So do you want to quickly go through those?
A couple of our Patreons got involved early doors. So Kieran Headley, last season's
reigning champion.
championship. So he's gone a 25 spread. Answer Neiman, Palmer, and Blitzed.
Nice. Another Blitzed pick.
pick.
I'm so sorry.
And Julian Roll, who I'm hoping for a good week for Julian.
Are you?
Because he's struggling at the bottom. He needs a good week. So he's gone.
Who's he gone for then?
25 spread. Horschel, Wise, Fitzpatrick, and Fratelli.
Well, there was a lot of other people's love for those players. So everybody else has picked
He's
players.
in the ballpark.
He's in the right area.
Hopefully.
Well, hopefully for everyone else and him. So
yeah, he's
hopefully.
had a couple of tough weeks.
So how are we in with our picks this week? Who are we missing?
We had
a
couple of latecomers last week.
Well, it is Tuesday, so here we go.
Dad
Terry
Golf
is in.
Right, you're going in as Dad Golf.
He's going in as Dad Golf. Of course he is. So he's going to go. Oh yes. So 25 on Lucas Herbert.
Yep.
25 on Richard Fowler.
Ooh.
25 on Brand Snedeker, who I so nearly picked, and you'll be so happy, Terry, that I didn't, because he's bound to have a good week this week. And 25 points on Keegan the Brad.
Oh, don't tell Adam.
Yeah, Adam is not a fan of Keegan Bradley. I'm going to hit but he gets it done, and
he was in the wilderness for a bit, as well as Fowler has also been in the wilderness for a while.
But if anybody is going to perform in Movember, it's going to be Ricky Fowler.
Mr.
It's going to be Richard Fowler.
He does like a mo.
He does like a moustache.
He does.
And speaking of moustaches, Marcus Lee has started to grow his annual Movember. So if you're not in the UK, which I think is probably only Terry, Movember is sort of mental health awareness month. Mental health, obviously, super important talking subject. We should be talking about it all the time. And
Absolutely.
You grow a moustache for November. You can raise money. Some people raise money. Some people just do it to raise awareness. Marcus has done it for ever since November happened. He does it religiously every single year. Obviously, mental health, massive thing in his family. So good luck to him.
Nice.
With that, and let's see what creation he comes up with this year. Normally goes for the, can't think what his name is, Lemmy from Motorhead, handlebar effort.
So we are 11 pickers in so far.
11 pickers in, but it is only Tuesday, so there'll be people that watch this back, and there's quite a few people that generally Adam texts to get their picks in. At least 4 that I can think of that will reply almost instantly.
We haven't got Adam's dad in tonight.
No, we haven't. No
Daddy
Trett in the house this evening as of yet. But no, it's
so.
We've done it. We've managed to get through without too many technical hitches. I think that the sound was pretty much in sync. Nobody said anything about any random echoes this week.
No, we're doing all right.
So yeah.
There was a question on TikTok that I think I'll ask everyone here. If for next year you get to play...
I thought you were going to ask the zebra question.
The zebra question. No, I wasn't going to ask the zebra question.
In the comments, this is a good question.
If you get to play... you get to choose one golf course to play next year?
I think it was, where would you like to play next year? It has to be feasible. You can't just say Augusta. So yeah, in the comments, wherever the comments appear, they chat somewhere, don't they?
That way.
On a YouTube live. So yeah, let us know what course you want to play. You want to play Purdis?
I would like to play Purdis because it is extremely local to us.
Yes.
It is renowned for being one of the best courses in the area. So those are fill the criteria. It's close, it's attainable, it's achievable to play there. Some of the guys I play with, someone you coach, he lives in Ipswich, and he's like up for playing. And,
yeah, definitely.
It would be
it's
good.
It's definitely attainable. Glenn's put Celtic Manor or Belfry. Good choices again. Both attainable, both doable on one night, 2-round trips. Both got multiple golf courses. I'm guessing that you're talking about wanting to play 2010 and the Brabazon in terms of those resorts, because if you go to those resorts, I think you want to play the main ones. Chris Mambridge is saying the Belfry. It's definitely potential.
What was you had?
So, I would like to take you boys to Worlington. I'd like to take you specifically to Worlington because I think you'd really, wherever you boys are. Thank you, Matthew.
Oh, get out!
Stop it. I'd like to take you to Wellington because I think you'd really enjoy it. For me, I want to go and play some more links golf. I want to get up to Scotland next summer specifically. I want to take a week off and go do some travelling up in Scotland. Super keen to do that. My wife and I have got a week off in November this year where we're going to go, and hopefully there's a golf course I'm going to play. Not going to tell you too much about that on here because it's
video coming.
Sneaky video coming. I'm excited to play next Monday at Bury with Julian Roll.
Yes,
he's coming. He's coming for a lesson and then a game. Not next Monday, but the Monday after the 15th. So I'm looking forward to playing with Julian. Going to make a little video on that, which will be great fun. Talking all football and golf and all the fun stuff, and generally getting out to try and see more of the Patreons next year. That's the plan. So obviously play golf with Glenn, going to play golf with Julian, going to hopefully play golf with one of the other Patreons that's lined up, and then obviously if we can get over to Northern Ireland to play with Kieran and Mark, that would be awesome next year. Here was the other thing I wanted to say. So anyone that follows us on Instagram, we're at PGA Life 365 over there as well. Give us a follow if you don't. I posted a picture, I stole, that was about, it was a board that was sat on the tee markers. Yeah, that's been doing the rounds, isn't it?
It sort of created a bit of a talking subject.
Yeah, talking point, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
So it basically was like, if you normally shoot this range of score, use this tee, this range of score, use this tee, so on and so forth.
Yeah, so trying to stop people going too far back.
Absolutely. And I thought that was a really good idea. I think
100%.
it's
a great idea.
I think Bury Simmons have no longer call their tees ladies, men's and championship. It's just red, yellow and white.
Yeah, they need to, in my opinion, they need to change the colours of all the tees.
Yes, because
to push that one stage further, because
associate
all the courses are now rated. Well, all the men can play off any of the tee boxes. The ladies can't play off the yellows or the whites because the course is too long to be rated for ladies.
Fine.
But that's a different subject altogether. But yeah, there is, and it started to happen. There's a group that play on a Wednesday, and two of the guys, both in their 80s, both really struggling, now both playing off the red tees because they can have so much more fun. They can actually reach some of the holes. They can get on the par 5s and 3. They don't have to hit drive. They get on the par 5s and 3. They don't have to hit driver on the par 3s.
It's
just
great.
Have more fun. Like play off the tee. Like the whole point of golf, really for me, is to try and make pars, to try and make bogeys, to have a chance at making birdies. And the only way you do that is by hitting the club into the green that's relevant to that green.
Yeah. And hitting drivers on par 3s is not correct.
Not correct. It's not what it's designed for.
No.
So the course needs to reflect. Now, I don't necessarily agree with the score versus tee box. Because I think there's more to it than just that.
Yeah.
Because in America, a lot of the courses do it on distance. So you'll go on the range and you'll hit a 5-iron, and however far that 5-iron goes, that then
Works out.
tells you what tee box you should
It's
go.
rough.
But anything they're doing to try and stop people going too far back.
Yeah. So when we went to Golf National, coming up to 2 years ago,
Yeah.
there were a couple of members.
2 years ago.
Yeah. There were a couple of the members that were with us
Mm-hmm.
who wanted to play the black tees.
It's actually come up to 3 years.
Is it?
We went in 19.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't think. I thought it was more than a year.
I
But
mean,
anyway,
but last year didn't really count. So it's null and
definitely
void.
does count, unfortunately. But yeah,
And they wanted to play with black tees, and
they wouldn't let us. Basically,
Well,
they
they wouldn't let us.
said,
and
"No, you
I
don't
didn't.
do it."
I didn't want to, because I thought that is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, a lot of the bunkers wouldn't have been in play off the tee because you couldn't reach them
I'd have just been hitting driver everywhere.
everywhere, and for second shots as well.
It was insane how far back those pros play, and it was great to see, especially when you got to the second, and I walked a good 100 yards to my tee from their tee, and you're like, wow.
Did some of them play off the big tees?
No one did.
No, they
no
didn't.
one did, and like we said, I think we all agreed. We'll play off the middle. I think we played off the middle tees.
We played off yellow tees, or gold tees.
Yeah, gold tees, which was one of
Good
the
enough length.
middle of 5, and we said let's play the middle tees, and then we'll see how we get on.
Exactly.
And then we were going to play the course again, and no one wanted to play the back tees the
Funny
second
that.
time round.
It's funny that.
Because that was a hard golf course.
So it looks like from the chat that we need to organise a trip, overnight trip to the Belfry.
Yeah.
In early next year.
Fine.
Or middle of next year. Actually, Belfry. You want to go end of the year. You want to go sort of September-y type time after the summer because it gets pretty wet in the winter. So you don't want to play the week coming out of winter, and it's really expensive to go there in the middle of summer. So yeah, August, September time, September-ish next year sounds good. Good,
Marvellous.
Excellent. I think that pretty much wraps us up. Look at that, half an hour. Good, perfect. That's what we want. Previous show, 20 minutes to half an hour. Have a great week, everyone.
Yeah.
Have you got anything coming up? We've got any videos to look forward to?
I wish we did.
The old horse is not. The old horse is struggling, isn't it?
Fortunately, so I'm going away. I'm disappearing to work. I fly out on Saturday. I'm off to Budapest for 11 days for the MTV EMAs, European Music Awards. So hopefully we'll get a bit of time in the hotel room to at least try and let it whir away.
Yes.
And do a bit.
It just takes forever, doesn't it, on your
forever.
laptop?
But yes, hopefully there's a good chunk of work coming. Hopefully there might be a little treat at Christmas.
A little treat
At Christmas for a new laptop. And then hopefully I'll be able to smash out as many of them in videos as I can possibly manage.
Wall-to-wall videos from you. So I've got obviously going to keep on with my Monday night schedule. CBD oil this week. I'm 3 days or two and a half days in now to CBD oil usage, morning and night. Taking the oil morning and night. Not necessarily noticed anything greatly yet because I haven't looked at the heart rate and seeing what that is. I've got good 3 weeks in 3 games of golf with the heart rate monitor on as my baseline, and then I'm going to be playing again on Monday next week, and then sitting down in here, and then releasing the video on Monday night to see if having a week of CBD helps me on the golf course. I'll obviously take some just before I go out to play, which is what it's designed for in terms of the golf element. But from a general life point of view, do I sleep better? Do I wake up better in the morning? I'm having it in my coffee in the morning because that's one of the things they say to do. So it's quite interesting. You sort of have CBD oil, which relaxes you in your cafe. But it's that was one of the things that it recommended. I've been keeping my CBD diary to see how I feel, and it'd just be interesting because it's one of these things that I don't know if anyone down there has tried it all out, but it just intrigues me. Intrigues me as to whether it does, because I do know. I mean, I know my heart rate gets crazy on the golf course.
Yeah.
When it accidentally flips around.
Yeah,
It's only one accident slide. And it's like at 120 or 140 beats per minute, and I'm like,
when do you find that?
Oh my goodness!
On the green, is that? No, anyway.
I could be stood on a tee box. If it's a tee box I don't particularly like, and it's like actually there's something that shouldn't be, it shouldn't be that high on the golf course. There we go.
How are the glasses?
Glasses
couple
good.
of weeks, couple of weeks in now.
Glasses good. Still feels odd walking around.
Still
Feel tall, but yeah, general viewing is so much nicer. Still can't wear a mask and glasses, so I can't really wear them in the shop because obviously masked up in the shop. So I think apparently I need to get some wipes for it.
Tretty's in. Tretty, we're done. Thanks,
Adams,
mate.
yep,
See you later.
right, no.
Bye. Sorry, Tretty's in.
I'm looking forward to playing my first comp back Saturday after having the row. Yes, you have, Glenn. Hope that you are
Yes, Glenn.
on the mend. And I think what a lot of people have said after they've had it is just the general lethargy.
Yeah, you are a bit lethargic. It is hard work. I found going up and down stairs quite exhausting for a while after having the old Rona.
James Peck is in. Right, James, get your picks in.
Go on, James.
Yeah, different tees for different course. Yeah, they are different, completely different golf course. If you play off different tee boxes, it lets you hit all the clubs. Yeah, I think the big stigma in this country is because it's ladies' tee boxes, and that's and that's the only way to change that is to keep on with what we're doing now, and generally slowly, and it takes time.
I played. There is a video of me at Leeds golf course, and I started off the whites, and I was having a horrible time.
So you move forward,
and I moved forward to the yellows and started making some pars.
Happiness,
and I was like,
had a better time.
It was quite wet. It was quite foggy. I nearly fell over a couple of times. And this was even before I even thought about it. Just like I was like, I'm not enjoying this white tee rubbish.
I'm going to go forward.
Move forward a few yards, and
again, I think that's where like Matt's saying in here. I think if Matt and Adam, obviously Matt and Adam are great friends. If they played together, Matt, you should go as far forward as possible and still claim your shots.
Absolutely.
Because just make the game much more fun. James Peck is in with his picks. He's got 5 on Justin Thomas, 15 on Neiman, 35 on Graeme McDowell.
Nice.
And 45 on Jimmy, former Ryder Cup player Walker.
Jimmy Walker.
A USPGA champ. Doesn't matter what tees your playoffs have. Oh, I think the response to that, James, could be don't bother coming in the morning. Although there's probably lots to go on the reel. So James works for
nice.
At the old logo
Emporium.
So yes, brilliant. Thanks for that, James.
Cheers,
and catch up tomorrow on the old. Don't give him any ideas. You should go as far forward as possible. Definitely.
I might try it.
We're going to have our Christmas special. Is going to be battle golf off different tees.
Yeah, I was thinking about that coming here. I think I might be I was thinking about disadvantage, and then I thought actually, if I miss a green, I can just use a club that I'm probably not going to use because I'm going to be.
Yeah, exactly. So the battle golf is going to be off 3 different tee boxes. We're not going to spoil it too well. P45 en route. Yes, you can just email it straight to him. He'll have it by now.
Yeah.
Excellent. If he says I can play golf. Gosh, what have we started? We started? Oh, I don't want to go now that Tretty's here. Now that Tretty's here.
I know, sorry.
Tretty, where do you... There you go. You missed this question earlier. Where do you want to play next year? So the question was...
An attainable golf course.
Yeah, attainable place to go and play next year.
Pick a golf course.
Yes.
I
He's picked Purdis. I picked anywhere in Scotland that's by the sea, basically. So maybe...
Where do you think you
pick one? Trump Aberdeen.
You've got people. Where do you think Tretty would pick?
Where do I think Tretty will pick without looking at the comments?
Yeah. I wonder if he'd go north of the coast.
No, he won't go seaside. He'll go parkland, and I reckon he will go somewhere in Surrey. I reckon he will go something like Wisley or the New Zealand, somewhere like that. Where's he gone?
He's gone for
Enfield. Oh, there you go. So yeah, again, that's attainable.
Don't know that one.
That's attainable. Yeah, that's pretty much what we said. Lewis, yes. Get yourself down to Lewis Golf Club. That's definitely attainable. That's just down the road for you. It's in the same.
Where is Enfield?
Enfield, is that not Surrey? Is that not?
James Peck wants to come and play Bury St Edmunds. Yes, James.
Always
come and
welcome.
play Bury St Edmunds. Absolutely.
We're going to quick search where Enfield.
We'll happily have you come and tear up our golf course. That is perfect.
Stourbridge. Where's Stourbridge in the world of maps? Berkshire.
Berkshire.
It's not far away from Surrey, is it? Another,
so you
another
were,
very
yeah.
posh. Yeah, but I know the sort of golf course he's going to pick.
Yeah.
But a little further north, but also just similar sort of golf course.
Yes, Glenn, you did tick it off your list, and
You did, and we have the footage to prove it.
yes,
We have the footage to prove
Birmingham.
it.
Oh, I've just come from Birmingham. Look at that.
There you go.
There we are.
You'll be back there again soon. You'll be back
no
to
doubt.
Coventry again very soon.
No doubt. Yes.
Right. So I think that pretty much wraps us up. I'm getting tired, and I've got to be up early in the morning. So there. Thank you very much for watching the previous show. Logo Emporium trip up. Yeah, come up to Bury, guys. Yeah, book a Monday off work. Oh, you meant Lewis for Trey? Yeah, no, we could do. He could watch Pecky play golf.
Come up.
Come
Have
up
a
to
Logo Emporium trip. That'd be awesome.
Had a good day at the Forest of Dean. One night, 2 rounds of golf, dinner, bread and breakfast, 99 per that is a bargain.
Wow. 2 rounds of golf, dinner,
Dinner, bed and breakfast.
dinner, bread and breakfast, 2 rounds of golf for £100.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
have some of that. And
James.
Forest of Dean's all right. That's not disastrous. That's not
I don't
disastrous
like-
course either.
Let's be fair. I paid, I've paid for my hotels sometimes, and I paid £50 for a bed last night.
Yeah.
No breakfast,
No.
no nothing. £50, and you've got
Yeah.
crazy.
Awesome.
That's
There used to be some serious deals out there. They're not quite so. They're a bit
Right.
more few and far between these days. But brilliant as always. Thank you very much. I love the chat. I love the chat on a previous show night. It's so good. Or previous show morning, if you're Terry and you're in Queensland. There's more stuff. Who can check out Forest of Dean or Bell's
There we
Hotel.
are.
Yeah. Thanks, Terry. Have a great Wednesday.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah. See you probably before then, but see you next week. In the old
For the
previous show
results.
to see how you got on with your picks. So excited. I love having new players.
Yeah.
So good. Right, that's it. Thank you, Patreons.
Thank you.
Subscribe if you're not already. All the things. YouTube, you know what to do. See you next week.